Today is the last day of 2022. 2 years ago, I did a video on 2020. A year ago, I did a video on 2021. I'm going to be doing one on 2022. Now, what is my summary on 2022? For one thing for sure, this channel fucking didn't grow at all, and it actually just went down like 100 subs or so. Mainly because I cut out the main sources that I was growing from, which was from these big meme videos that were giving me thousands and thousands of views every single day. But it was out of pure pride that, one, that they weren't my original creations, and two, that I wanted to get my fucking own shit with my own stuff, with my own creations and all that stuff. And I'm gonna be saying instead of content, because that is a kind of a mechanical term, or just an artificial term that is just used for creations that is created online. What is content? Because that actually narrows down on what is considered a thing that is created in the sense, in the intention to amuse or entertain or inform somebody who happens to be on the internet. It just really fucking narrows down to a specific type of shit that we all know and we all hate and love, you know? The other thing too I would want to say is 2022 has kind of been a year for the red pillars. I remember saying at the beginning of the year, well, before the beginning of the year, which was 2021, that this year is going to be when the pendulum swings back. And it swung back so fucking hard. I remember saying that. I don't know where it is. It's probably still up on my account, but I did say it and it became fucking true. Just seeing all the fucking just red pill fucking content become popular kind of got me fucking excited, because like, holy shit, we're so back, boys. We're so not yet though. We have to do a few more things, you know. The other thing too is that this is just kind of a side thing I want to talk about. I realized that most of the friends I have are a bunch of fucking chain ballers, you know. Like that, I would call them losers, but onto what I constitute a loser would also include me. I do not know on what or how you would stop being a loser by doing specific things. That's one of the things that I would ask, the red pillars, not red pillars, but more just so the main figures of the red pill movement. How can I stop being a loser, or geek or some bullshit like that. But the thing too, that was major, at least in my 2022, was self-improvement. I think I've already been on that journey way before. Maybe it was way before I found out about Hamza, which at the time was a really good fucking self-improvement YouTube channel. Which, fun fact, at the start of the year I had COVID, or at least I was gaslit to believe so. And I had to not fucking attend school for the start of the year, which was, I think it had a different start, and that explained why we had an earlier Christmas break and all that shit. So I had to have my laptop down, and I had to have my whole setup, almost my whole setup down. And I was just scrolling by. I was like, "What the fuck is this video?" This guy. What the thing that attracted me to him was that he was brown. He was brown. I kind of like fuck with that, and I was like, "Holy shit, this guy's like authentic. This guy's real." But now he's just what are these fucking analogies? What are these Adonis Jeffrey analogy? I get the formulaic touch that you're doing. It keeps the kiddies happy, keeps them wrapped up into the dopamine, instant gratification shit that you know, advocate to destroy, or at least like mitigate a lot in people's lives and all that stuff. But like this editing style is kind of AIDS, you know? It's kind of AIDS. I was I was reading a lot more books, and I think the biggest thing that actually happened that will probably just look small in the grand scheme of things is the fact I found Soulseek. The fact I found Soulseek improved so much shit, because I got audiobooks for free, I got music for free, I got a lot of shit for free that I couldn't normally do. That if I had just a little less knowledge on the internet, I think I would have probably ended up like paying so much money for all the bullshit that I, that listened to for free. And that helped me a lot. That helped me a lot with the audiobooks of self-help books and all that shit. And I think this year was like the year of creation and creativity and imagination, because like during, I guess, this quarter and the last quarter of the year, I decided to start really embodying the like I wouldn't want to say ethos, more of a so just the way that people, like big niggas in history, these CEOs, it doesn't matter if they committed fraud, they made fortunes. I don't give a fuck, you know. All these big niggas in history using the minds, using all this shit that like 99% of the people don't even know. And that's when I really started kind of using that, but it was for things that didn't impact the YouTube channel massively, or at least not yet, because I know when I do blow up, I will blow up. Mark my fucking words on that. I will blow up. It will be magnificent. The blow up will be one of the only examples of trickle down economics that Reagan, or whatever, yeah, it was Reagan, ever proposed, or it was someone else who did that. But trickle down economics, it would be one of the only examples that will ever fucking work in the way that they intend in their minds. Okay, one big ass video will trickle down a lot of views for all the other videos, because people will see like, oh, what is this guy? Interesting, very interesting. Oh shit, there's a masterpiece right there. 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 Oh, he made albums too. Let me listen to that shit. Even though it kind of sounds a bit goofy, at least for like the first two albums, the mixtapes actually kind of sounds a bit. It isn't shit, okay? It isn't shit. It isn't something that will scare the hoes away instantly, alright? Just play. I will elaborate first, though. Don't play that shit in front of me. I'm gonna kill you. And doing music actually helped me with like sound engineering, not sound, yeah, sound engineering, doing a lot of shit with sound, dude, and video editing, like music, sound engineering, video editing. Like this is gonna all culminate into something great, okay? It's all gonna culminate into something great, and then a lot of other great stuff in the future. But I think for 2023, my definite goal, will be 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And the thing is, I'm giving myself a time limit on for YouTube because, well, the time limit basically is just before the end of high school. Because if I don't get 1 million subscribers before the end of high school, I will go to college. And I do not like college. I don't even want to go to college because it gives you this kind of, like, unless you're going for something professional that absolutely requires college, then go ahead, I don't give a fuck. But if it's like, most of the times, most of the degrees are bullshit, most of the degrees are kind of useless. And I always hear like my dad is like trying to subtly influence me into going to college. I don't want to waste my time, I don't want to waste my money or waste his money just so I get something that says, okay, you basically can read and write, you can basically speak and talk. Okay, here's your fucking diploma. Kill yourself. I don't want to go into debt. I don't want to. I was about to say I don't want to pay taxes. I'm going to pay taxes no matter what. But the other thing is, I want to get as low taxes as humanly possible. That is in the most legal way, okay? Without doing any illegal shit, retarded shit. I don't want to get into some headache like that. Oh, so I think the other big thing too that I did is the organization of making videos, because now I think, yeah, it was the scripted video was the first video I did with it being folded. Basically, what I mean is every single element and aspect of that single video, all the elements, all the audio, all the videos and images and all that shit is onto the fucking folder. So it's more organized and it allows for more speedy, well, not speedy, but more just organized work. So I can get more better works and better creations out to the world. But I think for 2023, it is going to be 100,000 subscribers as my goal. But since we're going to be talking about definite goals, it's going to be 1 million subscribers before the end of 2023. The other thing too, and this isn't, well, it is definite. Stop being a bitch. And I do, like, I kind of, I have to admit, I don't say my opinions that much. I'm not very vociferous on a lot of issues, but that's because I don't really know a lot of issues. So the thing is to get to know all the issues, the main issues of this country and society, and voice my opinion out, but in an intelligent way. But not in a way where you would have this editing system, where it comes from your gut, goes through the heart, goes to the mind, and then goes out to your mouth, okay? I want it just to instantly go from the gut to the mouth. Okay, I want to practice on that, and also be able to say it in a more articulate, intelligent way. People will say like, "Oh shit, this guy actually makes a point. He isn't retarded," and like, "Oh fuck, he isn't dumb. He isn't fucking dumb." I want to get into a debate with one of these fucking retarded fucking debate me bros. I don't even care which any kind. I just want to get into some fucking debate and absolutely fucking destroy them. Imagine the titles: 16-year-old absolutely destroys fucking Vosh or some other cocksucker like him. That actually would be pretty fucking funny, because imagine getting beat by a fucking kid, nigga. That you would kill yourself. You would kill yourself if you got beaten by me. But not for the reason that you think kill yourself. The thing is, though, for 2023, I'm not gonna be in this apartment for long. 13 days after this is uploaded, I'm gonna be out. I don't know where I'm gonna be. My mom, I don't know how to say it. Fuck it. She isn't good with finances. She isn't good with money, okay? She isn't good with money. She has kind of a bad attitude. She's one of those people who has faith but doesn't do anything. Faith without good deeds is death. Okay? And I've read somewhere that if you have faith in the way that most people have, just praying like in times of despair, times of disaster, trouble, like before any of that shit happens, without absolutely doing nothing, you're kind of stupid. You're stupid. You're fucking stupid. You're stupid. Not that you pray. It's more like, okay, you gotta have faith now. It's time to have exorbitant amount of faith. Even though I had like a year to save up for an apartment, for some complex. And her car isn't working right now. And I have like so much shit for my setup. I have like a whole ass monitor, a laptop, a keyboard, a mouse pad, a arm for a microphone, a fucking audio interface, a fucking acoustic shield. I think that's all. Also light. I have so much. I have to like put them into boxes. And I don't like. Here's the thing though. I do not want to go into my dad's house because it would basically be impossible to do all the fucking videos I have done up to this point. So that's why I am going to just fucking grind out. I am going to grind every single fucking day. And mark my words on this. I'm going to grind every single word. I'm fucking killing myself. I'm going to grind every single fucking day up to the 13th. Every single day there's going to be a video upload that is going to be good. That is going to be fucking good. I'm working on one right now that is going to be uploaded after this video. That is going to be uploaded on the 1st. So yeah. I just need to fucking work so fucking much. And when school starts, I am going to fucking just go. I'm just gonna fucking go. Speed. With fucking speed. And if that doesn't work, the 13 days of absolute... No, it's like 2 weeks. 2 weeks of consistent daily uploads of good shit. Fucking good shit. and I'll delete the channel. If I don't blow up from any of those fucking videos, I will delete the channel. I do not know if 2023 is going to be the year of Neforus. The year where everybody looks at me like, who is this 16-year-old kid? You know, what the fuck? He did the fucking JQ. That's all the retards freaking out, alright? Don't listen to them. Don't ever listen to them, actually. They're responsible for all the you know, if they didn't exist, we wouldn't have a manosphere. We wouldn't have all this bullshit. We would already have just a normal, functioning, prosperous, happy society. But no. Like, is it normal to just know one person who has at least tried to kill themselves in the last 6 months? Is that normal? Is that normal for a society? Fuck no, it isn't. No, fucking isn't. And especially, it is very worrying when it's more than one, when it's two, when it's five. You see them fucking knife marks going this way instead of this way, because those people know inherently that life has an intrinsic value. They don't actually want to kill themselves. They just wail and say, I want to kill. And most of the times, I'm gonna be fucking serious. Not serious. I'm just gonna just say it. Most of the times, it's people who are like gay. I'm using gay as an umbrella term. You know, people know what I mean. Not gay, more like it's just gay. Because most of this misery is just self-inflicted. Most of this is coming down from an identity of self-victimization. Now, some of it is justified, but most of it is just you just saying, I'm a victim of every single thing. Like, I get you getting called a faggot is bad. I'm only saying the word faggot just in the way of just like, okay, I understand why it's bad. I understand why, you know, you feel like shit after getting called that. But at the same time, you have a choice. You have a choice of reaction. You could either choose to react in such a bad way that you give yourself depression, or you choose to not fucking react, but to laugh at it, or to just, okay, actually, sometimes when those people do laugh at it, they do it in a horrible fucking way that actually kind of makes people hate them. Like, most of the times when they do get hate and they fire back, they do it in such an obnoxious fucking way. It's absolutely fucking embarrassing to see. It's absolutely embarrassing. And it's way more embarrassing when it's a friend of yours. And it's like, what the fuck are you saying? You know that nigga would never say that or do that. And most of the times, when I'm just trying to come up with some shit. Most of the times, you know, the funniest thing, when boys, like, one of the most common insults from women or even from people who are gay, is like, oh, you're probably gay, you know, you're probably gay. Oh, your dick is probably small. You're overcompensating, you know. They always have to do something with the man's, like, sense of himself, his sexuality, and all that stuff. People who aren't gay, but say that, oh, that guy's probably, you know, secretly gay. They do not realize that they are. I'm gonna sound like a fucking retard. I'm gonna sound like one of them. But they do not realize that they are being homophobic in that moment. They do not realize that. What if they are really in the fucking closet, but they don't come out because of that fucking comment? What have you done now? Okay? And the thing is that I don't really get the people who think that society has progressed to the point where all these people, like, they have this in their minds, like, oh, it's because, you know, society and acceptance, you know, all that stuff. That's why there's, like, so much more teens coming out as LGBTQ. No. Because if we were at that point, everybody would be saying, oh, I'm gay, I'm bisexual, I'm pan. No. No. And people get mad when people say, oh, they're not normal. Because in the terms of norms, they are not normal. They are not fucking normal. They are not the 99% of the population, because if they were, excluding the bisexuals, they are not going to live. They are not going to reproduce. The population will fucking collapse, and the country will collapse in just a single generation. Which is an interesting point that I heard from a book that I listened to. If everybody was gay, this country would collapse in a single generation, even under a single generation, because nobody would be fucking, nobody would be reproducing. Because if it was switched around, what percent of the people are not gay and everybody is, you know, gay, in the sense that, you know, we just exclude bisexual people. Holy fuck. That sounds fucked up, but when people hear the word gay, they usually think, okay, they're not gonna have children. Let's just think that for a minute. They don't, boom, right there, it collapses. There's a reason to every single belief, but at the end of its own, like, devices and processes and the way it wants to carry out its own agenda to the society that it wants to affect. Sometimes it's retarded, sometimes it's counterintuitive, sometimes it's suicidal to that society that it originated in or is affecting. Like, people are gonna say, like, oh, this whole video just developed into some they're gonna say, like, anti-LGBTQ, he's so bad. Like, shut the fuck up. Okay, I know this is gonna be some schizo point, but this will come, people will realize this later, because I'm way ahead of my fucking time. You know, you do know that you're radicalizing people who are just watching this. They are not engaging. They are not the people who are commenting, LT, kill yourself. No. The people who are just watching passively. You know, you are radicalizing them to my side. You know, you're radicalizing them to the side that you don't want them to go to. You know that, right? Just by saying, like, like, because one, they see that as annoying. Two, they see you as a fun sucker on the internet. Three, they see you as a nigga who is against people who are speaking just freely. Four, most likely you're not funny. Like, it's such a common occurrence. You're not funny. Do you know what you have to do to be funny? Make dick jokes. Oh, I want some cock. That's all you say. That's all you say. You probably say some extra stuff on the side, but that's the main thing that you say. Or if you're very lucky, you have some more and more extra stuff to say, but even then, you're just not funny. You're just not funny. Not funny at all. I'm not gonna regret fucking making this video. If I get, like, in trouble for this video, it's worth it. It's fucking worth it, because I just want to get my fucking thoughts out. I have a lot of anger in me right now. But I want to conserve that anger for something very creative in the future. But I don't want to have too much anger in a project, because if like it has to be in the Goldilocks zone of anger, okay? If there's too much of it, it's gonna sound so fucking cringe. But if there's too little of it, there's no energy put into it. There's no like enthusiasm put into the words I'm gonna be putting into that fucking project. There's gonna be no like oomph into that shit. There's gonna be no like creative prowess that's gonna be put onto that shit. So I'm gonna have to dispense some of that in some videos, which sometimes the surplus of it can be either marginal or completely massive, to the point where I have to like make some big video, shitting on some one person. Shitting on one person. That would be fucking crazy, yo. That would be fucking crazy. Shitting on one person, that would be fucking crazy. The thing is, I do like imagine a lot is my school finding out about my whole ass YouTube channel. I did tell like a few friends of mine in the film club, no, not film class I have, that I do have a YouTube channel, but I never said my fucking name. I never said the username. And this bitch, this white girl, always says like, oh, you do some like gameplay and some shit. She isn't like some dumb generic girl who is in the West. She isn't like that, but at the same time, she is a bit lewd. Not in the lewd of like, oh, here's my boot. No, she isn't a whore. Here's the thing, though. I don't get these niggas. I do not get these niggas. Why would you want big anime titties on your fucking phone cover? Why would you want that shit on there? Are you trying to get disowned? Are you trying to get disowned? This is a serious question. Are you trying to get disowned? This would be a long ass fucking video, but it's gonna be worth watching all the way through. Like, oh my god, you're such an asshole. Oh my, that's what all these motherfuckers sound like. If you really think about it, just meditate on that thought for a minute. All these motherfuckers sound feminine, like with almost all the ways that they say it in text. Most of the times they will not actually sound feminine by the voice and their tenors and tones and all that shit. Actually, sometimes they might be, but those people are already just down, just fucking down. Down the rabbit hole so fucking deeply. And not in the rabbit hole that they want to hear. Not in the way that they know the rabbit hole. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. You're so down the rabbit hole. Oh my god. No. I keep remembering this one YouTube comment from Tufty. It's this music guy who's gay, who's... most of them fucking probably hate me. But I'm comfortable with that knowledge because I don't really talk to them. I think I've rarely talked to them or even like interacted with them, so I'm gonna need to interact with one of them in the future. In the future, I'm gonna need to do that shit. It's be a learning experience. But anyways, I remember making a video on autism. I think it was a joke video. Yeah, it was a joke video. To make myself the new CEO of autism. And this motherfucker, what? I was about to say what? This motherfucker writes a long ass comment saying like, oh, most of the stuff that he said, didn't make any sense. I'm going to fucking kill you. And there was some other bullshit in that comment that it wasn't like something that made me angry. No, it was just like, why the fuck would you comment this? You sound like a fucking nerd. You sound like, oh my god, oh god, you sound just retarded. Trying to sound intelligent, trying to sound smart, trying to sound snarky, trying to sound clever in your shit, but you sound more retarded than you already were in my perspective. I'm killing myself in the percepted imagination of me. Like, how can you exceed the caricature I constructed in my mind? How can you do that shit? How can you do that shit? Is there a method? Is there a method in the mind to do that shit? Perspicacity in the physical ability. It's fucking, like, I never heard of those two words. Like, goddamn. And then the other thing too is that I haven't been talking to a lot of people online. Like, I haven't been talking to a lot of them, but I think it's for the best because I'm like paranoid as fuck because like, imagine like one cocksucker just decides, okay, let's write a tweet longer on this nigga's ass, and he's like consulting with a lot of people that I know. I was like, okay, what has he told you? What has he said? No, I'm making a manifesto about him, so let me just get as much dirt as possible. And it's just like some bullshit. It's just some bullshit where it's easily debunkable, where it's easily predictable on what they would say, where it's easily like, okay, this, and this, you know, this, you get what I'm saying. Off-center as shit, but just thinking of something because I do not know if that will actually happen. But for 2023, I'm gonna have to step out of my comfort zones in the way that most people would not like me to do. Most people would like me to be shut the fuck up and believe their ideology and to believe the way. No. To be the person that. To be them. To basically be them. To be fucking depressed. Be miserable. To be broke in the mind. Not in the money necessarily. But if you're broke in the mind, you're going to be broke in money. You're going to be broke in health. You're going to be broke in happiness. You're going to be broke in the way that you would never want to be. And you're going to be just adopting this self-victimization mindset. Because look at me, I'm a fucking minority. I can easily say, my life is so hard because I'm a Mexican. It's because of racism. It's because of gentrification. It's because of all this bullshit that I could easily list off of. Because the education system has kind of like served me this list of all the shit I'm supposed to be angry about. No. Why should I be angry at white people? They built this country. They built the greatest country in the history of the world. They built they built this camera. They built the website I'm talking to right now. They built this fucking microphone I'm talking to right now. They built this house I'm in right now, most likely. They built this couch I'm on right now. Okay, most likely some fucking Malaysian motherfucker built this like fabric and shit like that to be a shirt. Why do I need to be angry at them? Because they were assholes to generations of minds? And it's kind of like a retarded mindset. Not mindset, it's kind of a retarded thought to think that white people can only be racist to minorities and minorities can't reciprocate back to them. But people were saying, oh, no, that's racial prejudice, you know? That isn't actual, oppression, you know? I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that if we get rid of them, Oh fuck, this is gonna sound fucked up. Now that I say that, I'm over the limit. Um, if we fuck them over so many goddamn times, they're gonna retaliate back so fucking hard. If we don't treat them kindly, they're gonna fucking kill everyone in the blind rage. That's what happened with Hitler. That's what happened with Nazi Germany. Actually, no, that didn't happen with Nazi Germany. I'm fucking killing myself. Nazi Germany. That didn't happen with that. But it would happen to the same similar effect that Hitler did. That's what I'm saying. That's why we have school shooters that are mostly white. Nobody ever reports on the minority shooters. Even when they do, they would always like soften up the story. That's why minorities get out of jail quicker than white people. No, actually, no. Yeah. Like. Like, here's the thing though, I've never been radicalized at one point. That's an interesting fact. I've never been radicalized at one point by one thing. I think I've always been an instinctively right-wing person, but it's been like suppressed because I live in California. It's the worst state to be a fucking conservative, to be right-wing and all that stuff. It's the worst fucking state in the US to be that shit. Because it's constant barrage in the schools, in the billboards, in the TV, in the fucking social media, that against that shit. And if you're in an environment where most people are just are adherent to this ideology, with being left wing and all that stuff, it's something that they want you to be demoralized. They want you to be demoralized. It's a humiliation ritual whenever they like suspend someone or kill, or like in the rare cases they die or get killed. I was like, yay! Bad things happening to bad people. Yay! Like, no, that's stupid. That's cringe. May God have mercy on your soul in the afterlife. But it radicalizes bystanders, and they don't even realize that. Like, when they see the shit that they're doing. I don't think, at least in 5 years, there will be a rational majority left-wing or just left-leaning, like, major party. No, not major party, just a major consensus on that side. I do not think that will happen. It's more over so as with like people who are less important, who are on the internet. I think those people will begin to actually shift them into more rational type of thing, which will require them to move a bit more to the right than they are. Because I think actually no, I was gonna say that the average, like, if you were to put it onto the political compass, that the average like position who is left leaning would be like halfway through. Like, holy shit, goddamn. And it's either just up or down. Sometimes it can be like a bit extreme up or down. Some shit like that. I think I lost a lot of friends. I think not lost, more rather just stopped talking to me. And I don't want to talk to them because I know that if I try to talk to them, They would just cite like me being just honest in public as like, oh, I hate you now. Stop talking to me, you asshole. You're an asshole. You know that you're an asshole? That's one of the ways that they want to humiliate you, that at least in private. That's one of the ways that they want to demoralize you in private. Not in front of everyone, just to you one-on-one. They want you to feel like shit for the things that you think, for the things that you say. You didn't do anything. You say things. You think ways that they don't want you to think. And it's stupid. And here's the thing though. I don't think in any generation in the history of the world, at least in this country, where grown-ass men get angry at other grown-ass men over ideas. Have you ever seen a phenomenon like, unless, okay, in the way that we know it for today, okay, they cry. Actually, not cry in the literal sense. Sometimes they, very rarely people do, but they're not even like men. Not because they cry, but they're not even like, they're not even like they don't consider themselves men, you know, in the identifiable way, you know. What else to talk about? Also, people that would hate me. I wouldn't want to say out of pure, like, unjustified anger. Some of it is justified, but at the same time, nobody, almost nobody. You want to know something funny? When I was, this could be the last time I'm going to relive the memory. Remember, like, when I was being shat on for my Kiwi Farms take, the only person who was capable of just listening to me, and listening to my position was a fucking communist. A horseshoed. A fucking horseshoed. Left wing motherfuckers are in the middle, and we both hate these motherfuckers. No. I think communists would like them, but they don't. Kind of. Obviously, the right wing doesn't like them for obvious reasons and all that shit, you know? All that shit. I'm not gonna edit this fucking video. I'm just gonna just put out the raw file. It's titled it on 2022. There's like a lot of deaths, and it's kind of like actually alarming and concerning that a lot of them were followed by celebrations. You know, it's cringe. No matter who it is, I don't give a fuck who it is. It's cringe. Even if it's somebody, even if like some leader of like some left-wing motherfucker dies, I'm not gonna celebrate. I'm not gonna celebrate. If I do, call me out on that. But I'm not going to. But these motherfuckers do. These motherfuckers cheer when people fall down from their position. Those are the same people who want to drag people down. There's a reason why the term cancel culture became popular, because we don't like seeing people take down people from their position unjustifiably. In a way where it seems barbaric, you know. Sometimes it is justified because either that they're a pedophile, an abuser, or something that is 100% provable. Okay? It isn't some like gay, guilty. Well, no, they're proven guilty until they're guilty until proven innocent. Some gay bullshit like that. instead of the other way around, which they are presumed to be innocent until proven guilty. Which it's kind of fucking funny that we operate on this inverse way of like thinking. Like, why do we think like that? And with the mob mentality bullshit that we are all falling victim to. I'm gonna be turning 17 next year. I'm 16 right now. It feels weird to be 16. It felt forever to be 15. And to think the next day will be 2023. In 2013 it would be 10 years ago. In 2012 would be 11. 2010 would be 13 years ago. And YouTube would be old enough to fuck and go into the army. Is something interesting to think about. Oh, fucking hell. What else to talk about? You want to know something, interesting? The people who are against the red pill, the people who are against the manosphere, want another Elliot Rodger to happen because they want to blame them for that. Okay, Elliot Rodger shot up, Santa Barbara and all those like college students and all that stuff at a time when all that shit didn't exist. They were like in its early infancy, I think, at that time. If he was the same age today, I think he would have been saved by, Fresh and Fit, by all these red pill self-improvement YouTube channels. I think those things would have actually prevented him from, writing all that manifest. I think he would have just trashed it away. He would have probably not killed those fucking students. He would have been, that a whole shit would have been prevented if he was born like 10 years earlier than he was. I'm fucking killing myself with that shit. Because here's the thing though, he would have been probably very influential at his age if he didn't do that. If he was born 10 years earlier, he would have been very influential because, just from watching the videos of him, he is a good ass speaker. He knows how to articulate his shit. But the thing that fucked him up, and also the other thing too, he looked good. And if he looked good, even for like my own standard, he looked good. I was like, whoa, this nigga didn't pull the bitches? What the fuck? How? It was because of his attitude to life. It was sulky. It was bad. It wasn't good. It was very resentful towards like the people who managed to get relationships because he was lonely as fuck. He was the original incel, the original representation of what an incel is. I think the term, it wasn't coined. It was probably before then. No, it was coined at that time probably. I think it was probably coined before he shot up those niggas at Santa Barbara. Which, by the way, the scariest part about that shit, he went to the same places that I went. When I was younger. He went to the same place. There could have been the chance where I would have seen him, where I would have met him. He was already like 21 or some bullshit. I don't even know how old he was. But he was. He would have been saved by all that shit. He would have been very influential this year, maybe in a few years, if he was still alive and born 10 years earlier. But the people who are against that want that to happen because they want to blame the movement for that. They want to blame, like, oh, because he was misogynist, because of the manosphere and the red pill. No, he was schizophrenic. The FBI gave him guns. The FBI led him to being a shooter. The FBI led him to be the way that he is in order to let the thoughts come through the gates of that shit. That shit's real, by the way. It isn't some gay conspiracy. That is fucking real. But I think if he did therapy, I think he would have probably turned out very feudy and probably, like, he would have probably turned out gay after therapy. I think he would have probably stopped. He would definitely stop talking that way, but he would just be this gay man, Elliot Rodgers. He would have probably been like those people who, he's gonna be one of those people like, I'm so glad I got de-radicalized from the alt-right. Like, okay, if I'm from the perspective of a left-wing motherfucker, I would say, damn, congratulations for doing the bare fucking minimum. Kill yourself. I love saying that. It's like very, not soulful, but it's very representative of just not free speech, because anybody can say kill yourself. Even on no, nobody can say kill yourself on Twitter. You're gonna get suspended. Even if you just say alone as an alone phrase, no reply to anybody, you're still gonna get fucked and stupid. Okay, here's the thing I would want. The other thing I would want to rant about. It's just on Twitter, people would like take screenshots of other people's likes and retweets and say, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." No, they wouldn't actually react like that. Whenever I do those exaggerated like reactions, we both know that you wouldn't react like that. But it's in the mind that they react like that, not outwardly. Because they have to mitigate that so fucking much because they don't want to be seen as some fucking massive retard, alright? And those people are fucking losers, right? Those people are retarded, loserish, and fucking just miserable. Is it coincidence that they're all miserable? No. They're the party of misery. There's a reason why. There's a reason why even in Europe, where acceptance is higher than the U.S., they're still depressed at the same rates. They're still suicidal at the same rates. Oh, but why? Because of can't use the excuse societal pressures. You can't say that. You can't say that. They're more accepting over there in Europe than here. In societal standards and all that shit. And they're still depressed. They're still suicidal. And I think I have this theory. I came up with it now. Fucking kill yourself if you want me to cite some studies. I think they're depressed in the subtle fact that they acknowledge every single day. I'm going to go like two versions on this, but I'm going to go with the first one that I came up with right now. I think they get depressed that they will never have children. They will never have a family they get to call their own. They will never have a junior of their own. They will never have a daughter or a son to pass on their blood. They know that. You know that. And also, yeah, there's a lot of other factors too with depression overall, but it's like amplified. It's amplified when you turn gay. Now, obviously, I'm not saying you're gay, you automatically should be killed. That's retarded. That's actually like one of the most retarded things people can say because um, it just doesn't make any sense in any sense of the word because I don't think like I know this could sound like hypocritical to someone listening to this right now. I do think that they should be treated with dignity, but in the not in a way. Just they should be treated with dignity. But people could say, "Oh, that's hypocritical." The way the rhetoric that you were saying earlier ago is conducive to all the hate and all the hate crimes and all that stuff towards them. No, it's not. You want to know the most like ridiculous shit though? In the GG community, Geometry Dash community, subsection of it, Twitter, most of the fucking groomers in there were gay, trans, bisexual, non-binary. Most of them. The only ones who were found out to be involved in some sex crime, legitimate one, well, not legitimate one, just cross that out, just some sex crime. A guitar. I'm gonna sound fucked up for saying he was the only one who looked better than all of them who were found out to be for some sex crimes. He was the only straight nigga found out in that list, and he like coincidentally looked way better than all these motherfuckers. All these other motherfuckers are dysgenic. All these motherfuckers are just, if you just look at them. There was one time, I'm not even fucking kidding, if you're an outsider of this community, there was one time this 25-year-old guy named Lucas the Cutie, I remember this case so fucking well because it was so ridiculous, just messaging a 13-year-old kid. Also, the other thing too, seeing 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds have trans in their bios is concerning and a bit worrying, at least to me. Oh, but why? Oh, why? Why? They're just expressing themselves. Oh, why? Why? Transphobe? Oh, why? Why? Why are you so worried? Why are you so worried? Because they were set on so fucking early. Like, hasn't anybody like ever like thought like, oh shit, that might not be good. I've been close enough to these motherfuckers for so long. I've known like the blueprint on how they fucking not on the blueprint, but just on how they act, how they think. Because like I'm not 100% mind reader, but listen to me. Like they think the same things. They think the same bullshit. Sometimes they have deluded fucking fantasies behind public squares, okay? What the fuck? Like, what? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? Why? You're my age. What the fuck? Like, this is borderline CP. And I've seen it unwillingly. Oh, it isn't borderline CP. If it was borderline, it would like be like the dick is like almost showing. You can see a little bit of the flesh. It isn't that bad, but it's like, why would you post pictures of yourself like that? Why? Besides sexual gratification, why? Why would you do that? And they fuck up the first rule on like the internet, which is don't post pictures of your dick. Don't post pictures of that are compromising to you. Why the fuck would you do that? And I know in 10 years, most of these motherfuckers will go back to normal. And I'm not saying like, oh, I hope. No, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen through the natural process of just like realizing, like, oh shit, I've been fucking myself for so long. I've been deliberately making my life worse. Because I thought it would make me feel better. No. The worst reason is because it feels good. I'm doing this because it feels good. Just because it feels good. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, and doesn't mean it's good. Okay? You shouldn't do it because you can. You don't do it because it feels good, because sometimes it's not good. Because if that logic was accepted into like majority of society, there would be so much rape. So much rape. It'd be ridiculous. It'd be so much drunk driving. Okay, no, I'm pro drunk driving. That shit's base as fuck. I think that's all I need. I've exhausted like every single thing I wanted to talk about. I don't even know how long this fucking video is. If you made it to the end, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for not immediately clicking off, because this was like more than 30 minutes. It's probably more than an hour. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna upload this as the last video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a good one. Good night. Or a good day. Have yourselves a good fucking damn one.